And we have a great show lined up for you. I'm your host, Kim Jacobs, better known as the Balance Doctor. And all of our guests that come on, they're either people that have overcome some tremendous odds in their own lives as they balance this thing called life, or they're experts and they're here to share tips and strategies that will help you better balance and manage your life. Grab your virtual seats and let's get ready for some real, relevant, and relatable content on today's episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Yes, we are live with one of the hottest musicals that's getting ready to hit the streets called The Gift. And I am so excited because we have the visionary herself, none other than Vickie L. Evans here with us today. How are you, Vickie, over there? You're muted, but we know you good. We know you good.
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, I'm so glad to have you. And I see you wearing your The Gift t-shirt, which I by the way, I do own one of those t-shirts as well. And I absolutely love it. And we have some of the wonderful cast members here as well. Now, this is not the whole cast, but we have some of them here today. So I want you all to unmute yourselves because I'm going to come to you one-on-one and just give everybody a chance to hear your voice, your acting voice for a second. Okay, let's hear you. Nikki, how are you today?
I'm good. That's my acting voice. I'm kidding. Hi, I'm great. I'm Nikki. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you, Nikki. It's a pleasure. So glad to have you here. Reggie, how are you over there? I'll sandwich you in the middle.
I am. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Oh, you can you sing? You can sing. I can tell. Lord have mercy. You like, let me get closer to the mic. I am doing well. How you sound like you singing when you just talking? Okay, y'all, you already know you in for a treat. If he sing like he talking. Okay. All right. Myneesha, how are you, Myneesha?
Hi, I'm doing well. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here today. And I love your hair over there. You can wave my hair back and forth. Wave my hair.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. I see you, Diatricia. How are you over there?
Good morning. I am well. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing better because you are one of the people in this cast that I am personally familiar with, and they don't know what they are in store for when they get to see you in action. It's a whole game changer, y'all. Whenever you see this performance, the gift, your life is going to be changed forever. I'll get into it. I don't want to jump ahead of myself, but okay. Wanda Dupree, that name alone, girl, you know you in Hollywood. Wanda, how you doing?
I'm doing well, and thank you so much for having us this morning.
I'm so glad y'all are here. And is there anybody? Oh, and let me just say a personal thank you to Mackenzie backstage, because I really I was trying not to even have her have to be involved because there were so many people on the screen and I wasn't sure if it was going to glitch out. And Mackenzie showed up anyway. Mackenzie, girl, you getting some brownie points. You don't even know. You don't have a clue. All right. So I'm so glad you all are here. And important, very important, is the studio audience. So I see all of you that are coming in. I see you, Irva. I see you, Vickie. I see you, Marcus. I see all of you, Natoya. I see you all. And if you just type a comment when you come in, I can personally pull it on the screen and acknowledge you. Whew. I said a lot. I'm so excited. Yes, Vickie L. Evans is a multi-award-winning playwright, director, and producer, she's celebrated for creating impactful and culturally enriching theater experiences. As a chief executive officer of Performing Arts and Literacy Society, which is PALS, a nonprofit organization, Vickie leads efforts to produce transformative stage productions that inspire, educate, and empower audiences while also publishing works that deliver messages of hope and restoration. She is a best-selling author of 4 books, y'all, so you have to check her out at VickieLEvans.com. And I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm going to let her tell her own story. But this woman is a force to be reckoned with her creative storytelling, and she is a champion for healing, personal growth, and empowerment. She has already made her mark on society, and I'm so happy that you're here today, Vickie L. Evans. How are you, Vickie?
I am well. Thank you so much. And thank you for having me today and the cast of The Gift. We are getting ready for you guys. I'm telling you, this is an excellent cast.
Well, I'm excited. So tell us, what is your vision behind this particular project? And it's called The Gift, everyone, the musical by Vickie L. Evans. Just the imagery alone already sets the tone of what you can expect. But talk to us about the vision and what made you, because I mean, I want you to go back a little bit on your backstory, because you don't just take us to The Gift. How did you decide to be a playwright, a director, an author, self-esteem coach, all of these things? You're somebody special. Take us back on your journey for a minute.
I wish I could take credit for all of that, but I can't. So I kind of fell into playwriting. I had this wonderful pastor named Pastor Georgia Smith who told me to go write a play called Christians Don't Act Like That. So I gave her one of those, what you're talking about, Willis's look, because I had never written a play before, ever. And she gave me the title. I wrote the play. And to my surprise, it became a huge success. We started going on many tours to different cities, especially in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. Then we end up in New York and Pennsylvania, and voila, I was a playwright on the move. That's how it started.
So someone, your pastor, saw something in you that you didn't even know existed, kind of like you did with other people that I know. You see stuff in people. And then that surfaced something that you never even knew you had as a true gift that was yours.
Right. It's amazing. And here I am 30 years later, still doing it.
Wow. I'm impressed with that. Well, right there, I just need to put a pin in it for 1 second to say, how do you suggest that other people recognize their gifts and use them, even if they don't see it themselves? Any suggestion right quick on that piece too?
Most of the time, people are already doing their gifts. It's something that's already in them, and they're doing it. And they're looking for their purpose, and their purpose is already there. Just like it was already inside of me. I needed to just connect with my purpose. That was it. And so whatever you love doing, whatever you're doing that you're passionate about, chances are that is your gift.
That's good advice, y'all, from this playwright, director, author, self-esteem coach. She's a domestic violence survivor, a thriver who teaches other people how to get to the other side of equations. What makes you pick this particular cast that you've selected for this musical, The Gift?
I can never take credit for the casting, because I'm telling you, I'm just going to say, God, he just connects the right components, the right people at the right time. And this particular cast, I want to say, don't get sad on me, but this is the last time I'm doing The Gift in Charlotte, North Carolina. So this cast is special to me. And not saying that the others wasn't, but it's just something about what we are doing right now with this cast. They're all super talented. They're all just, many of them are great singers, and they already have found their purpose. And so therefore it's just connecting the dots. That's all it is. And I'm amazed. Usually I'm gonna just say this and then I'm gonna stop riding their coattails. Usually I don't get excited about a play before, because I'm like a one-woman show. I'm doing costumes, marketing, all kinds of things, my own self. And so I don't usually get excited because I'm so inundated with all the other things. That's right. But this cast, I'm excited about. I am truly excited about them. I just believe something special is about to happen.
And you know what? For you all that know Vickie, you already know that we all need to just do that. Is it the silent thing? You just like, wait, what? For you to get that level of a compliment from Vickie L. Evans, Y'all, you just dropped the mic. Y'all did that. You know that, right? Give yourselves a pat on the back. Everybody, put your hand up. Do it. Even if your elbows ashy, do it. Do it. Yes,
Good morning, Miss Ella. Good morning, Brandon. Good morning, Brenda. Let's just say good morning to all my people.
Pop some comments up, Mackenzie. We'll be saying them throughout today's broadcast, so let's not let them get too far behind. Let's pop any comments up that we're seeing. That looks amazing, Mackenzie said. Good. Let me see. All kind of comments are coming in already. Y'all keep your comments coming in and any questions you may have as well. I see you bringing the whole cast on here like we Oprah show or something. Or you know what? I don't want to be Oprah, but I surely admire Oprah and thank God for her being a trailblazer and a leader in this industry. And it's my honor to even be remotely in the same sentence as her. So to God be the glory for that. Let's see. Good morning, Vickie L. Evans and the cast of The Gift. I'm looking forward to a great show this morning. Vickie L. Evans, you know we love you. Brandon said, shout out to TJ Austin, who is in the play too. Yes, yeah. Brandon said, awesomeness. All right. Keep all your comments coming in. Nice. Okay. All right, y'all. Listen, when we're talking today with you all, we want people to get a flavor of what they can expect when they actually come to see the musical, The Gift. So, Vickie, tell us that, and then I'm going to go around to each of you all and talk about your individual roles in this performance.
I'm sorry, Kim. Repeat that question.
Vickie, where you at over there? Come on, you like, girl, I got my whole cast. People, I want to make sure I don't forget anybody. What do you want people to walk away with regarding?
So The Gift is a powerful story within itself. It is based on the Good Samaritan story. It is about a bishop who is mugged en route to a revival, which he is the guest speaker. But I want to tell you this. I have him from Wimbush, Maine. How many people know a lot of folks from Wimbush, Maine? Not a lot. Mm-mm. So the church folks had never seen him before. So when they encounter him on the street after he is mugged, they stick their nose up. I don't know who you are. You a stranger. So they pass by him. But our homeless brothers and sisters, a bag lady, a runaway teenager, that's who Mizani plays, the bag lady, Diatricia plays, and a ex-NFL football player who's down on his luck. That's who Reggie plays. They tend to his wounds. They feed him. They offer him a sleeping bag. And the whole premise is you cannot look down on a man based on his economic situation because he is a human being and he has value. And so I wrote this song, I Might Be Homeless, But I'm Not Worthless, which Reggie sings. Oh my God, just so powerful to send forth the message that we need to show love to everybody, including our homeless brothers and sisters.
Wow. I'm so impressed with your ability to connect with audiences because I've been there to witness how that works. And so I'm when you come to this performance, and you can use this bit.ly link, bit.ly/The Gift 2025 for those that are audio podcast listeners over on iHeartRadio and Spotify and stuff. You can actually go to this bit.ly link, bit.ly/The Gift 2025 and get your tickets. The tickets are very reasonably priced. I don't know of any performances around the country that you can get a ticket of that for what you're going to receive. What you're going to receive is Broadway level performance. And I'm telling you because I know what I'm talking about. Reggie is playing what role? Wow, I can't wait. Okay, you're going to get to hear about that. Harriet, you know you need to be in somebody's play too. Hey, lady, Vickie said. All right. Good morning, Vickie L. Evans. All right.
Hey, Harriet.
MD said, this post is such a breath of fresh air. You inspire more than you know. Thank you so much, MD Maju. I appreciate it. We're global, just so y'all know, here on the Kim Jacobs Show. We're in 100 countries and also now on Roku and Amazon and Apple TV and different things, given that CTR Media Network has allowed us to stream on there as well. Let's get ready to go and hear from this young lady, which is Wanda Dupree. I see you, Mackenzie. I see you too. All right, Wanda Dupree, you said you're playing Evangelist Harper, and you're a native of Charlotte, North Carolina. You have never in your years of life imagined that you would be performing in a stage play. Talk to us about your role, Wanda Dupree.
Well, my role as Evangelist Harper is one of those stereotypical women in the church that wants to dot all her I's, cross all her T's, and just keep things just in order. Very firm, sometimes coming across as the church know-it-all, like church admin. Well, not all church admins, but she's like a minister in the church, and she wants to just make sure everything is decent and in order. Everything is decent and in order, and that's just her role.
That's good. Okay. And so how different is that role for you than how you truly are as a person?
Honestly, I will say in role, I had to step back and think about, I'm very active in my church, and I had to stop back and think like, oh, am I really coming across like this or whatever? So I do a lot of planning, and I like things to be decent and in order, but I also understand that I am one that likes to meet people from where they are, and to be able to incorporate different people, different talents from different walks of life to be involved. So
that's good.
Yeah. So I'm learning from the Evangelist Harper role.
Okay, very good. And now, what's been like the most rewarding part of you being a part of this production? Even though I know it hasn't come out yet, but you've been in rehearsals with Vickie L. Evans, and because I know what that looks like, I'm telling you, you've come a long way already. I don't even know you, but wherever you started, you grew. That's for sure.
And that's what I would like to say. You know, I'm sharing my age. I'm 55, and never imagined, again, as I said, that I would be a part of a stage play. But with Vickie, I have learned so much. You know, just as far as acting, and I'm super excited about it, and I'm actually looking to do more. Like, for me at this point in my life, I've found something that I love. My oldest son always said, Mama, you drama. And so it's fell into place. Like, now I get to actually act and be a part of it. So
right. That's
yes.
So funny. Yeah, so now you really can live up to your name, your drama, right? With the glasses, and now you have a cause, the gift that you're out here ministering to people.
Acting out my scripts, he was like, you need to take that back, like, to the stage play. So I'm super excited about it.
Yay! Well, I am super excited that you are a part of the team. Now, another thing that I want to know from you is, in your role as Evangelist Harper, what advice would you give people that are in ministry? Because I like for people to really walk away today knowing how to glean from your behavior in this performance, and what advice maybe you would give them to not come across that way in real life in ministry.
I would just say step back, just step back for a minute, and, just take a minute to get to know a person, take a minute to get to know their situation, and just listen and try to understand that you're not going to find yourself in other people. And so the way to be able to be helpful is to just stop and listen and just meet people where they are.
That's good. Meet people where they are without casting judgment, without giving them the business, as we say, or putting down your salvation and different things like that. I am excited about your role as Evangelist Harper, and I think that people are going to really see a lot of ourselves in your role too. So I cannot wait to see you in raw form. Mizani,
Wanda, and she played that role herself, so that she knows a lot about it. She's being very, very modest. She played the role herself in 2019.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Oh, you're talking about me, right? Yeah. I actually was Evangelist Harper. I was Evangelist Harper back in the day. And just so you all know, Vickie L. Evans actually coached my son. Jeremiah, and now trying to find, let me find a picture over here of Jeremiah. This young man right here, she coached him in her acting classes and just transformed his life to the point where he was being offered a lot of different stage play opportunities. And it gave us an opportunity, especially on this show, talking about how we balance different aspects of our lives. I was never thinking about being nobody's actress for any reason, but I auditioned because I was sitting in the car for 2-3 hours. I was like, Lord have mercy. If I'm gonna be sitting in the car for 3 hours, I might as well go in there and audition so that me and my son, we could bond. And I received the role of Evangelist Harper in 2019. And it pushed me beyond my wildest imagination. So now I'm an actress. Thank you, Vickie L. Evans. I played Miss Mary in a play, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. I was Sidney Poitier's mother, because it's one thing to be selected for one play, but you're not really sure if you could do that again. But to go to another stage performance and have the endorsement of Vickie L. Evans, I was able to play Sidney Poitier's mom and Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. So thank you, Vickie, for all that you've done for my family.
Yes. Amazing.
I really appreciate it. All right. Let's keep it moving. Wait. Am I not seeing somebody? I was looking for Mizani. Where's Mizani? I don't have my glasses on. Am I missing somebody? Oh. Okay, so Mizani, I know she is the hustler girl. We're going to talk about that once she comes back to the stage. So somebody make sure you reach out to Mizani and get her back in the stage for me. But Myneesha, you're over here. How are you, Myneesha?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Now, Myneesha, you are Prophetess Smith. One important thing about you is that you love enriching the lives of others and letting your light shine for God. Talk about your role as Prophetess Smith.
So Prophetess Smith is God's favorite. Like, God speaks directly through Prophetess Smith. She knows there's nothing that happens in this church, nothing that happens around Prophetess Smith that God has not talk to her about. So she
That's
is
funny.
pretty much highfalutin, just very confident. So I like the role.
And in your role, what do you want people to learn or glean from Prophetess Smith for everyday society?
I think you see the transition with Prophetess Smith at the point that, and I don't want to give too much away, but at the point that there is a change within one of the critical characters, when she realizes that she comes to have a closer walk and encounter with God, you see also a transition that happens with Prophetess Smith where she becomes she humbles herself.
Right.
And I think what is important for people to take away from that role is, humility is important. You can have a relationship with God, you can have a close walk with him, and yes, God can speak to anybody. But however, it is important for you to be humble. It is important for you to take what God gives you and not look down on people, similar to what Wanda said, understanding that we are all, a product of grace. And so I think that recognition is important. And I like that transition that happens with her. And I hope that it's clear.
Yes, it's very clear. And especially it's very clear too that you are big on letting your light shine, Myneesha. And so how do you feel that gifting that God gave you in that light transitions over to your role with Prophetess Smith?
If I'm understanding your question, you said, okay, can you just repeat it? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So with you, you're big on letting your light shine. That's important to you. And you said that, this is what God does for you to be able to enrich other people's lives just by letting the light of God shine through you. So how do you bring that passion of letting your light so shine like a city on a hill to your role as Prophetess Smith?
I think paying attention to detail. There's some intricate relationships that I've observed between Prophetess Smith and some of the other characters. And so when you have that understanding, so how she may interact with some of the other characters, even though she may not have a line, you can see the life and you can see the relationship and how she, it either thinks of them or relates to them. And you will see that her goal is really for them to do the right thing. It may not be the right tactics that she uses all the time, but her goal is for you to choose right and you to, show the glory of God. That's the overarching goal that she has.
That's good. That's good because she always references back to God. So it's not her, even though she's kind of correcting everybody, but she still references God and quotes, and she's masterful at quoting these things because I know y'all's performance. So I'm excited about you, Myneesha, and what you're going to be sharing in this musical, The Gift. If you all are just tuning in, I want to make sure that you know that we are talking with the cast members of the musical, The Gift, and I'm going to put this image up. I want y'all to definitely go ahead and get your tickets. It's going to be an epic performance. You do not want to miss it. The musical by Vickie L. Evans. And the way that you can get your tickets, you can either go to VickieLEvans.com, but this is a bit.ly link that will work for you to get your tickets right away. Tickets are so reasonably priced for The Gift. It's the last time that it's performing in the Charlotte, North Carolina area. So if you are anywhere in Charlotte or neighboring cities, even if you need to drive in or take a bus trip in, you want to be a part of being in the studio audience of The Gift, the musical by Vickie L. Evans. So go ahead and get your tickets today. If you already know that you are planning to attend, it's going to take place on February 22nd at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Central Piedmont Community College, Parr Center in Charlotte, North Carolina. If you already know that you're going to be in attendance, put it in the comments section so we can see who is getting their ticket today. Get your ticket today. Let us know that you will be in the house so we can just spread the love here. All right.
Can I before you chant, let me just make a comment about Myneesha, what she brings to the role of Prophetess Smith. Her looks. I'm serious. If you watch her and her response to what is being said, it's even more powerful than the words she speaks. So that's what she brings to this role that's unique to any other Prophetess Smith. I'm gonna just give it to her. Her eye rolls, all of that. It is phenomenal. And you have to be there to see that.
Well, I know we have to be there to see it, but ain't no way you gonna come on the show and not at least give us some kind of side eye. So, Myneesha, you on the screen, give us some kind of little something, a head roll, a neck twist, a finger snap, something. Give us something.
See, y'all done put me on the spot.
Yes. That's what Vickie put you on the spot all the time. So who cares? Go ahead. Oh, you. Okay, that right there says everything. There you go.
Guess what? It doesn't do any justice. That's why you have to come. Because when I'm in rehearsal and I'm looking at her, I am like, I have to hold myself from cracking up. That's how funny it is.
I'm like, I need a line or give me a cue, something, but I tried.
Well, it's all good. We're excited about it when it happened. Let me go to you, Mizani. I am excited about you and your role because you are the hustler girl in this performance, and you are a native of Charlotte. You usually work behind the scenes in the technical theater, but you're excited to step out of your comfort zone and perform in this production. So how does it feel being from the behind the scenes coming to the front?
It's definitely been an adjustment. Like I said, technical theater, that's kind of always been my thing, being backstage. I kind of like to watch the stuff come together from behind the scenes. But something is telling me to step out of my comfort zone and, act on stage. And I am enjoying it so far. I do really enjoy it. So.
Okay. And so in your role as the hustler girl, do you feel like you can relate, even though this is like your stepping out, I'm coming out moment? Do you feel like you can relate to this role, or was it a lot of work for you to really get into this mode?
I feel like it's been a lot of work. Just having to play somebody that's from the streets, having to protect her brother. I've personally never lived that life. So having to step into the character's shoes has been an adjustment, but I'm getting there.
And I can tell you an actress at heart. You funny, because you know how sometimes when you're listening to somebody, you can already tell that they can get right into character, right? And I think that embodies who you are, is what I'm hearing. So with the Hustler Girl, and we cannot give you all too many details. You have to go to the performance. So we want you to come and see The Gift, the musical by Vickie L. Evans. You can always go to VickieLEvans.com and you'll learn more about it right there. You don't want to miss this performance, because the Hustler Girl is a whole trip, the way she is going to great measures to take care of her brother. How important do you feel it is for siblings to have that level of dynamic in real life?
I think it's very important. Me personally, I'm close with my siblings. I have 4. I'm close with them. So I do definitely see how that protective role comes in between siblings, especially because they are on the streets. They are having to look over their shoulders while they're sleeping, watch out for themselves. So I do think it's very important.
Do you ever think that there's a time where siblings should be like, you go your way, I go my way type of thing? If it's not anything that is, life altering. If it's life altering, then they may have to do that just for the safety of everybody. But in other situations, do you recommend that siblings do everything they can to kind of stick together?
Yeah, but I do understand that sometimes you do have to go your separate ways for certain things. But me personally, I would like to be tight. I want to be close. But I mean, again, it's just preference.
Okay, we're very good. Well, I'm excited about it now. And do you feel like this was the right role for you to come out? As it's like your coming out debut type of performance. Do you feel like this was the perfect role?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Well, we're excited about seeing you perform. We're going to move right on. And
Can I?
Yeah, come on. That's right. What am I doing? After every one of you, I will bring your visionary.
Yeah, I got a couple of interjects here. Well, first of all, I'm going to say this. I started this company, Soaring High Productions, in 2005, and it was to give aspiring actors, folks who had never acted before, local actors, the opportunity to be on stage. Mm-hmm. And I'm thankful that I'm doing that again, because now we have Mizani, because you think that The Gift, we've been doing this so long that you would want just seasoned veteran actresses. No, mm-hmm. I still have the same mission that I had in 2005, and that's to give local actors, aspiring actors, the opportunity to showcase their talents on stage. And I get joy seeing them going from that incubator stage to becoming full-fledged actors. Mizani is one of those people. She's very soft-spoken. She's very quiet. She's one of those people that I'm seeing blossoming into this actress that I'm like, really, really, like I said, I'm proud of this cast. And I see her, the thing that I see most about her is her commitment. She's had one personal challenge after the other, but she's still hang in there and still willing to get the job done. So that means a lot to me. I don't mean to take up the time, but there are some questions in here.
No, don't. Yeah, we're going to go to those. We're going to go to them in a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. So I had to say that about myself.
we see them. We see them. And so I want to make sure, because I don't want us to run out of time without every cast member having an opportunity to speak. So that's why I'm flowing like this a little bit. That's the only reason. So I didn't even take a commercial break, because we're talking today with the cast members of The Gift. And because we have a good amount of them here, some are not here. We're going to be meeting them on one of the future episodes. But today we are talking with some of the cast members. Let me just put this back up throughout the broadcast. We're going to answer your questions as well. The Gift is the musical. It's a hit musical that's happening in Charlotte, North Carolina. And it's going to be for the final time in Charlotte. It's going to be other places around the country, but It will be here in Charlotte on Saturday, February 22nd at 5 p.m. at the Central Piedmont Community College Parr Center. You can get your tickets at VickieLEvans.com, or you can also use the bit.ly link, which is bit.ly/the gift 2025. If you already know that you're getting your ticket, put it in the comments section. Share this with your friends and family so that this studio audience can be packed and sold out. All right, so Reggie, let's talk to you. We are so excited to have you. You are the homeless man, a singer, a songwriter, an actor, and a worship leader at Truth Redemption Church in Charlotte, North Carolina. Talk to us about your role in the musical The Gift.
My role is, I don't want to toot my own horn, but it's one of the more important roles in the play because it really brings home and ties together the whole aspect of, you can't take for granted anything in life because, one bad decision, one mischeck, one wrong step, you could end up in a situation that you never imagined yourself being in. That's the biggest thing that I want people to take away from my role in particular is that you never know what the next day holds, what the next week holds, what next year holds. So you have to take every day and put forth their best effort because everything that you have, everything that you've worked for could be taken away from you just like that.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I mean, that almost made me cry because I've been homeless myself. And so sometimes when you look at people on an exterior basis, you look at what they look like and you don't know what they really have been through. And to me, homeless is if you don't have a home or an apartment or something to go to, that's your real place of, this is your place of refuge. So I really admire your role specifically because of you being in a homeless capacity, but you really weren't. You weren't homeless, right? Or were you homeless? You were homeless in this, not for real,
in the play,
but in the play,
no,
you were
in the
homeless.
play, yeah, I was actually homeless, living on the streets.
And how people treat people that are homeless. How do you feel people should treat people, given that you've played this role?
I personally feel that we should always view human life as human life. No matter the circumstances, no matter the situation, no matter what walk of life, what way of life, no matter where people are at, we're all human. We're all brothers and sisters. So we should all, look at each other in that aspect. Just because, someone may be on the streets, we don't know what circumstances led up to them being there. We don't know, what the situation was that caused it. We don't know, if they, were working and got laid off or had an injury and couldn't continue working, or they lost a loved one that was the sole provider for their family. We don't know what the situation was. So anytime that you can help someone out, whether it's, the person on the street or your neighbor down the street, anytime that we can lift each other up, that's what God put us here for.
That's good. Okay, yeah, I'm telling you, if you have not already gotten your tickets to this performance, when you hear these performances, your life is going to be forever altered. You will never be the same again after watching this play. So make sure that you get your tickets. Now, with you having your musical ability, how did you infuse that into your role as the homeless man as well? Because you're very talented, I can tell.
So that's actually how Vickie and I actually met. I was performing at the Queen City Awards, and she saw me, and I don't even know how we got connected, but she called, she said, "Hey, I need you." This was right before the 2019 performance, and I think it may have been like a few weeks before the play, and she was like, "Hey, my person backed out." And she said, "But real quick, sing for me." So I sang over the phone. She said, "Yep, you're the one." So I've always been theatrical, even in just singing. So
Okay.
it was very natural for me to step into an acting role.
That's awesome. I would tell you to sing, but I don't know about putting y'all on the spot too much. But yeah, I mean, the point is, I know you can sing. So, and you see how you lean in your head, you ready to blow at any time. It's up to you. You just decide if you want to belt something out.
Just make him do it one note.
Oh, okay. Let me put Vickie over here, because what do you want to have happen as the?
No, I don't want to talk. Just make him do one note.
Okay. Well, you heard it from your playwright director. Have at it. Reggie, Patton.
I might be homeless, but I ain't worthless.
Drop the mic. Y'all better put some emojis over there in the comment section, some hand claps, some praise the Lords. Y'all get ready to get some chill bumps all over you at the musical The Gift. Oh my gosh, we cannot wait. Okay, Nikki, who did I not call yet? Nikki Dunn. Where is Nikki here? Let me find Nikki. Where are you over here, Nikki? Raise your hand, Nikki, because I don't have my glasses on. Okay, come on, Nikki. Get over here, Nikki. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing so great. You are Sandra Lee, and you'll send sentences. Okay, so you said that you actually are equipped for this role as Sandra Lee. Tell us what Sandra Lee does in the play The Gift. I know who you are, girl, but go ahead.
She's smart, she's quick-witted, she is very flirtatious, because her ultimate goal is to be the good upstanding woman to get her good upstanding husband. And I think throughout the show you will see her progress, and I hope that you would see her learn that she finds worth in Jesus Christ. And so while she may be in the church serving, she's doing what she's supposed to do. She's missing the big picture, and she starts to realize what that is as she progresses throughout the show.
That's good. That's very good. Okay. So when people are in church, because this I'm talking about real life now, and they have Sandra Lees in their congregation, which people are judging them and telling them you need to go sit yourself down, looking for a man and all of this stuff. What advice would you give those critical individuals?
I think it's important for people to understand where people come from. Why were they raised this way? Because most of the women that feel like their identity is in that of a man, they weren't given that validation as a young woman. So where did you fall short as the person that's being critical of them to not give them what they need to feel like they have some worth, they have some value, that they are good enough on their own? So a lot of the times, instead of pointing fingers at the woman, point fingers back at yourself and figure out where you fell short and you didn't give her what she needed to feel that she was enough.
Well, I can tell just by how you saying that you had total attitude and you gave everybody the business and put them right in their rightful place, mind you and yours, because Sandra Lee. Okay, wait, I gotta put Vickie over here. Vickie, say something about what this woman done over there in the cast. You're muted though, but make sure you say something. You're muted.
To be honest with you, Nikki is our newest actor as far as joining the cast. Yes. And I've known her for a while. She actually opened, I believe it was in 2016, she opened with Joy to the World. So that's how I met her. But I can't wait to see her on stage too, because one thing about her, she's so professional. She's an awesome singer. And so she just knew how to step right in. She's only been with us 2 weeks. She knew how to step right on in there and make it happen.
All right. So what do you want her to do or say right now? Anything special?
I'm not going to put her on the spot. The only person on this cast, the only two that I would put on the spot is Reggie and Diatricia, because they've been with me forever.
Oh, yeah.
And Yolanda is on, y'all. So say hello to Yolanda. Yolanda was my stage manager for many years.
Yolanda, glad to have you. And Mackenzie, we're going to get ready for a flash round of questions in a second here. But Nikki, I just wanted to make sure, what in your role did you learn anything specific that's changed your own personal life in as far as being this flirtatious woman? How has it shaped some of the decisions you're making in your own personal life?
So personally, I think I was rolling with how to keep her human and not just, this flirtatious thing that's just over the top dramatic, but still bring some light and some joy to it. So, and I think personally, that's ideally what I want to be. I still want to be larger than life, but I want to be human. I don't want to be over dramatic. I want to still be able to bring people to me.
Too late for that. You already overly.
Just a little bit. I think my mom would be like, "Oh, girl, you're doing it again." But it's just natural. So I think, finding that balance between making this character come to life and definitely taking Nikki out of it, but still finding the humanity that's within her.
Awesome. I cannot wait. For those of you that are just tuning in, I'm gonna put you over here, Diatricia, because we're going to you next. But before we go to you, I want to let you know that if you have not gotten your tickets to The Gift, the musical by Vickie L. Evans, you are in for a tremendous treat. You do not want to miss this. Last time that it's performing in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, it's been performing in the past, even at the Blumenthal Theater and different places. So you are in for a tremendous treat to be able to see The Gift performed by this cast, partial cast that's here today. Diatricia, I know you.
Before we go to her, can I just say one thing about Sandra Lee?
Yes, come on. Say something about Sandra Lee.
If you've ever seen the Jack Gay role on 227, that show, I'm dating myself, but if you've ever seen that role, Sandra, oh my God, I never realized that her name was Sandra and this is Sandra Lee, but it's Sandra. If you've ever seen that role, imagine Sandra Lee. She's over the top like that. Mary, she's over the top just like that. So I just wanted to throw that in. She's a big flirt, a big flirt.
You could throw in anything you want, Vickie L. Evans. That's why I want you on. Every time we have the cast members on, we want you front and center to talk about it. This is your vision, your baby, and we want the world to hear your voice. Diatricia, am I putting you over there? Where am I? Okay. See, okay, hold on. Put you over there. All right, Diatricia Willis is the bag lady in The Gift, and she loves the Lord. She loves her family and all of God's people. And this is her 5th time being a part of this wonderful production, The Gift, the musical, since it was first performed in 2013. That's been a long time, a long run of shows. Diatricia, glad to have you. Talk to us about being the bag lady.
Hello, Kim. Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. It is just my honor, and I always say it's my honor and privilege to be able to portray this bag lady. She comes with a lot of baggage, just as her name implies. And throughout the play, she comes a long way. I'll say that. And so you're going to have to come and see what happens to her. That's right. To transform this bag lady.
That's right. And you, how out of character was that for you to get into that role and then to stay in that role for 5 productions? I mean, you really started taking on the persona of this bag lady for real.
Well, in my other career, I was an elementary school teacher. So I did that for 36 years. And so I always say that a teacher is always on stage, right. To get, especially little children, to get their attention. And you have to be dramatic, especially with the storytelling and everything. So I think that enabled me to bring a lot of that drama to the role. Grew up in the church and have seen a lot. And in my marriage, all of these years, I have experienced a lot. So I have been able to draw from all of those places. And also, I should include in my family, my extended family, I should say, have been, and one still dealing with it, some homeless people. So I kind of have, almost firsthand experience, maybe not myself particularly, but in my immediate family or extended family, I've had people who have been homeless, and we as a family and also as community members have had to help them. So I draw on all of that to just bring forth that character of the bag lady.
And how have you evolved since you've been in this production 5 times? How have you evolved from the beginning to now?
Wow. The first time I ever played this, thanks to Vickie L. Evans, I had been in one of her prior productions playing a totally different type of character.
Uh-huh.
And so when I came to this role in 2013, I just drew on what I thought this person might be, and I hopefully I did it okay.
Yes.
However, through the years and through my personal experiences and my family experiences, I really feel this role now because of my family's experiences. And, she has dealt with, this particular character has dealt with a lot of hurt and a lot of bitterness and a lot of unforgiveness. And I have been through some of those things in my life, and I can really put it out there, I think, because I have personally, or through my family, have experienced some of those things.
Wow. Okay. Well, right there, just everything that you just said, I'm gonna put you up here, Vickie, because I know you want to talk regarding Diatricia. So say something and unmute yourself and say something regarding what Diatricia is saying, please, as the visionary.
She's absolutely wonderful. First of all, absolutely wonderful. And usually when she portrays that role, there is not a dry eye in the theater, not a one. This play itself deals with 3 different storylines and 3 different aspects of homelessness, from a teenager, a young girl being homeless, to a woman who was very rich, very, very rich, and to find out after her husband dies that she doesn't have any money, no money at all. And she ends up on the street. And then we have this person who was riding high. He was an NFL football player, had all the finest things, and then loses his contract and is injured. And so then now he's homeless. So to hear homelessness from all these aspects is phenomenal. And I'm serious. And then we have the stereotypes of the church, who actually turn their back on all of these people. And then we come to the finale. And let me tell y'all this. I know y'all gonna say, wait a minute, I know she didn't just compare this to Hamilton, but it is similarly, because it is a very impactful story.
It really is.
But it's encapsulated in music. So that final scene, we sing. I tell you, we sing you happy. So you have to be there in order to see. And each and every one of these characters and roles is important. There's not one person in this cast that's not important. Every single person has something to give you.
Oh, I'm telling you, you got, once you experience it, your life is forever changed. You will never walk again and treat a homeless person without regard. You will always treat them with a little more dignity and respect and courtesy when you experience this play, The Gift. Okay, tickets are available right at VickieLEvans.com, and it's also at the bit.ly link that I've put in the comment section multiple times for you all at bit.ly/The Gift 2025. If you're getting your tickets and you already have your tickets, or you're going to get your tickets, put it in the comment section. I'll see you there. Vickie is touchable. Her and her cast, they come out afterwards, and you will be able to greet the cast, and you're going to want to hug them and take pictures because you have just encountered greatness. All right, let's go to some questions. We're getting ready to prepare to close soon, but I want to make sure that we pop up questions. Oh, and I have to, because other than that, we don't charge guests to be on this Kim Jacobs show here. We always keep it open for people to just be able to come and share your vision. And so if you have not donated to the Kim Jacobs Show, the only way that we can keep our program thriving, and it's Monday through Friday, y'all, at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We bring balance to your house to be able to have a better experience right from the comfort of your home. If you haven't poured into the Kim Jacobs Show, and any dollar amount is a blessing and helps us keep all of our subscriptions and different things flowing to provide you the quality content that you receive, you can donate at $ Kim Jacobs Inc., paypal.me/Kim Jacobs Inc., or Venmo at the Kim Jacobs Show. You can even Zelle 704-962-7161. Thank you so much for your contributions in advance, and we'll keep it scrolling throughout the rest of the broadcast at the bottom of the screen. All right, questions, comments, flood the screen right quick. I mean, I'm excited about everything that's happened here.
So one person had a question. They were saying, they were asking, as a creative, how do I get into this, or how can you encourage me? First of all, I tell you this. Winston Churchill was at a commencement speech, and they asked him what advice would he give the students. And he said 3 words: never give up. That's my advice to you. Never give up. Whatever you're pursuing, go after it with gusto. And never give up. And God told me something a long time ago, and I'm going to tell you the same thing. If you get 1 no, look for 2 yes. Don't give up. You know, that's what I do. Okay. You may tell me no. But I'm going to keep going until I get my yes. So never give up. Connect yourself with people who can help you through this journey. That's how you do it.
And if you want to connect with somebody that can help you through this journey, I've given you Vickie L. Evans' information, and she is very touchable, down to earth, wear a lot of different hats. She's actually the Freestyle Friday expert on the Kim Jacobs Show, the woman of many hats as well. So all you have to do is reach out to her at VickieLEvans.com, VickieLEvans.com. All right. Any other comments that's come in? I saw your comment, Yolanda. Pop them up on the screen for me, Mackenzie, please. Let's go. Let's go. It's an amazing production. Definitely Broadway level is what Vickie said. Yes, it is. Hey, Mom, Richie Richardson. Whose child is that?
That's my child.
Hey, Richie said, hey, Mama.
That's my child.
Hey, Mama. All right. Go ahead. Yolanda said, hey, Yolanda. Let's see. Keep them going. Yes, never give up, TJ Austin said. Never give up. Any other comments? Okay. Let me pull this up, because y'all are all on different platforms. I see you, Marcus. I see you, Irva. I see you, Mackenzie. I see you, Ella. I see you, which is my mama. I see you, Lotus. I see you, Myneesha. I see you, Cynthia, Harriet. I see all of you all. I like to acknowledge people, because you don't have to take the time to be here in the studio. Paulette, I see you, TJ. I see all of you all. And thank you so much, Dr. Lisa. Hey, she said, hey, ladies. Hey, Dr. Lisa Santiago McNeil. If you don't watch their broadcast, her and Brian K. McNeil, make sure you check it out. It's very uplifting. Today, they talked about when doing all that you can do is enough, doing everything that you can do and making it enough. So make sure you check it out. Richie Richardson, I see you, Dr. Eleanor Campbell. Okay, all of y'all, Phyllis, Akash, Eric, Jenny, Marvy, Mary V, you name it. Okay, I see all of you. Jenny Dewberry, I see you all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Go ahead.
One last comment. We give the homeless neighbors in our area an opportunity to have an evening of theater. So at this production, we will have some of our homeless neighbors in attendance, because we want them to know that they are valued and loved. So we're not just doing a production, we're reaching out to our community, bringing them in with us, showing them love through our production.
That is so awesome. And then you also recently received an award. I would like for you to tell everybody about that, Vickie L. Evans.
My goodness. That's the Archie Magazine Award for Excellence in Film and Theater.
Excellent. I want each of you to open your mics and do a closing comment. First of all, let's give a great big round of applause to Vickie L. Evans, because she is somebody that is a trailblazer, a pioneer, and you're going to see her name across the globe. Vickie L. Evans' performances will leave an indelible mark in your heart. I would like for you, if you would, to unmute yourself, Mizani, and say a closing comment too. It could be anything, something that was funny that happened to you, maybe a funny moment, or anything. One piece of advice you would give based on your character, whatever you want to say.
I do want to tell my young people to come see the show, because this could be one of your classmates. You really just never know who you might be sitting beside. I think it's definitely important for young people to see this.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. Yes. Okay. And I do have a question for you, Mizani. One more question. If you could change roles with any other cast member, who would it be? Real quick.
Ooh. I think I'll be Sandra Lee.
Oh, see? Hey, you don't know what's see, Vickie, you don't know what's about to come out of these people. They done inspired each other. Okay. Myneesha, tell us a closing comment. And same thing. What would be a role you would?
I would say in closing, definitely find your gift, operate in your gifts, and your gift will make room for you, just as the word says, and let God be God. That's bottom line. Let God be God. Yes. If I was to switch roles, it would be Sandra Lee also.
Everybody see, Sandra Lee, you done inspired some folk up in here. All right. All right, Sandra Lee, let's talk to you and tell us what is a closing comment and maybe what role you would have played.
So first, thank you to you for having us here, for Ms. Vickie, for taking a chance on me and this entire cast. I'm so excited to be with everybody. I think my closing remark would be to be the reason that somebody smiles, whether it just be smiling at them or giving them a compliment or just asking how their day is. Find a reason or a way to just make somebody's day better. If I had to trade parts with anyone, I don't know. That's a hard one. I think I would go with Bag Lady, because her in that cart, she's committed to it 100%. And that story there is so profound. So I love that role.
Okay. All right. That's good. What somebody said, can we get some behind the scene tips from Dominique? Dominique, I don't know. I see you saying amazing episode. Can we get more behind the scene tips from Dominique? But I don't know Dominique here, so we can't say that. I don't know. But they've given a lot of tips. So go back and watch all of them. I promise you're going to get some good nuggets. All right. Diatricia, tell us a closing comment and same thing. Would you play a different role? No, because you played the same one for five productions, but go ahead.
Well, I would just say always treat people the way you want to be treated. That's the golden rule, as they say. That's one thing I always taught my elementary school children, and something I try to live by. So even the homeless person that you see when you walk by, treat them the way you want to be treated. Okay. You're no better than anybody else, and they're no better than you. So we're all God's children. The part that I would like to play, I want to be director. No.
You know what? Vickie would love an assistant director. Trust me.
Well, I actually thought about doing that to help Vickie out, but I just couldn't do a dual role. But I think that would be fun too. But Sandra Lee is also a lot of fun.
But you know what? Vickie is getting the chance to learn your hearts too, guys. So she's like, "Wow, you would help me, and I didn't know it, girl." You can ready to get pulled up. Trust me. All right. Reggie, tell us a closing comment as well.
My closing remark would just be every day look in the mirror and examine your own life. Find out what things work for you, find out what don't work. And don't judge people based on where they are in life. God's time is his time, and you can't set your clock by someone else's watch or vice versa. So that would be my closing remark. I honestly couldn't see myself.
Lee now, so say something else.
No, I honestly couldn't see myself playing any other role. I feel like this role was perfect for me. It was divine intervention that put me in this role. So this is where I want to be.
I see you too, Mom, saying never give up. My God, my faith, my belief will never let me give up. And I definitely have to acknowledge this person who typed the whole paragraph. And I appreciate you taking the time, saying congratulations to my dear friend and sister in Christ, Vickie L. Evans, and the cast of The Gift. I am so godly proud of you. Beautiful, blessed, beloved sister. Keep moving forward in the Lord. The best is yet to come. To my dear sister, Glory to God, by Brenda Buckner. Thank you so much, Brenda. And thank you for all. I see you, Dr. Santiago. Thank you so much for your comments and for being here today. Get them tickets, TJ said. Look, stop all the talking. Get them tickets. Go get, y'all, I didn't see no comments. Did you get your ticket? Did you get your ticket yet? If you have not gotten your ticket or you're going to get your ticket, this comment section should be flooded with, I'm getting my tickets. They're going to sell out because I'm sharing it on my social media pages. Everybody's going to be in the house for the gift. The actual, and you're going to do the closing comment, Vickie, so get your mind right for that. The gift. Go get your tickets now. It is the hottest musical in the Charlotte, North Carolina area that's hitting the stages on February 22nd. You do not want to miss being in the house. Just go purchase your tickets right now at VickieLEvans.com. February 22nd at 5 p.m. Saturday. February 22nd, one production at the Central Piedmont Community College, and you want to make sure that you are there at the Parr Center in Charlotte, North Carolina, VickieLEvans.com. What was that comment, Mackenzie? Pop it up. I know we went a few minutes longer. It was on purpose because we had a lot of people here. Congratulations. I can't wait for the show. We are excited. Can't wait to be in the studio audience. Awesome, awesome. Woo, got my tickets already, she said. Got my tickets already. Everybody that got your tickets, pop it in the comment section. Vickie will go back and she will acknowledge you personally. She does that. So make sure you pop it. We have another time that the other portion of the guest cast will be on the Kim Jacobs Show. So stay tuned for that as well. The lady speaking sounds just like you, Vickie. The lady that was speaking, probably Diatricia. I wish I lived there, Judy. You don't have to live in Charlotte, baby. You can just make a road trip, bring your girlfriends. You can take a flight. You can get you a bus ride and come on. It's well worth it. I've been to performances and I've been to Phantom of the Opera, the Jersey Boys. I've been to Lion King in Las Vegas. This is just as awesome as those, if not more impactful to my personal life. I became a better person because of the gift. Okay. All right. Vickie, closing comment.
I just want to say thank you. Thank you, Kim. Thanks for having us on this platform. And thank you, Cass. You are doing such a phenomenal job. We're about to enter into our last directorial phase where I have to be quiet. So I'm talking as much as I can right now because they're about to take the reins and I know that they're going to do phenomenal work on stage. So thank you. Charlotte, listen, this is my last comment to y'all. This is my last time doing the gift here and you don't want to miss this cast. They're doing a lot of work. Get your tickets. And listen, you do this to me every time. So come on, let's not do it this time. You call me on the day of the show because it's sold out. Okay, so get your tickets now so you won't have to call me and ask me, are there any more tickets? Are there any more tickets? No, get your tickets now so you could be the person already in the building, not the one calling me after it's sold out. All right.
Is it at 7:00 p.m. or 6 or 5 p.m.?
5 p.m.
It's at 5. Okay.
February 22nd at 5 p.m. at the Central Piedmont Community College, the main campus, the Parr Center. If you know where Pease Auditorium was before they tore it down, it's the exact same building. So come out and enjoy. You will not be disappointed. And they can sing their behinds off. And I'm going to say that right now. They can sing.
They can sing. You're going to have chill bumps everywhere, all over your body. You're going to be crying. Bring tissue, bring a cloth. I bring my black cloth. You just need to bring it all because you're going to be changed forever. So thank you all. Vickie, thank you for trusting your cast with the Kim Jacobs Show. And it's been my honor and privilege to serve you all today. I'll talk to you all backstage for a brief moment when we close out. Thank you all in the studio audience for being here. I love every one of you.
We'll be back one of these Wednesday evenings, so stay tuned. We got some more cast members. It's 12 of us all together. So the other half will be back on another evening.
We're going to go live for a special edition coming up on a Wednesday and the next week here. So make sure that you keep your eyes pasted on our social media platforms. I will also say this one last thing, because as your balance doctor, one time I was asked to speak at Penn State and nobody knew that I was the speaker. And before I went out to speak, I was laying on the street. I was the bag lady and I was laying on the street and I was begging the students as they were getting off the bus to give me money and to give me food. And people treated me like trash. They treated me so bad. But there was one girl that actually went in her purse and she was like, I need to give her something. She gave me like a quarter. And she went in and she got a donut. And the person that was with her actually said, if you give her that, I'm going to slap you. I ain't never going to be your friend again. And she was really cruel to her. She said, well, you're just going to have to stop being my friend, sweetie, because I'm helping this lady. And little did she know I was the keynote speaker. And I actually called her up. I dumped all of the clothes out on the floor. And I gave her $25 or something big. I gave her some money. And then she was like she had the Holy Ghost. But guess what? We don't know who we're entertaining. We could be entertaining angels unaware. Don't disregard other people and disrespect people and treat them like they're nobody. Who are we to determine who God says is somebody? And we're all somebody in Christ. So that's my closing comment. I love you all as the host of the Kim Jacobs Show, where we're bringing balance to the world, one household at a time. I love you all. Love you, Vickie. Love you, Cass. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of the Kim Jacobs Show and for being in the virtual studio audience. Your presence truly does make a difference. And I look forward to you bringing your friends and family to join you in the virtual studio audience Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I look forward to seeing you and make it a great day.